So this is going to be a quick video. I just want to say thank you because the channel just recently crossed 200 subscribers as of the time of the recording of this video. And I just wanted to show my appreciation, really. I know 200 subscribers really isn't that big of a deal on YouTube. In fact, it's quite tiny in the grand scheme of things. But for me, on this channel that I've been doing since 2018, the fact that I got there, yeah, it took 3 years, but the fact I got there means quite a bit to me. I had another channel before, which is still up on YouTube, and it took me, I think, about 3 years as well to get to 100 subscribers. And then after that, it took like another 2 years or something to get up to 1,000 or something along those lines. But it feels like every so often I'm doing these types of videos, like every 200 or 300 subscribers, I'm saying thank you and stuff. But I genuinely do mean it, especially for this channel, which I essentially started completely from scratch. Yeah, I used my other channel to market and stuff in the beginning, but I don't think anyone really paid much attention. So all the focus came from what I was doing here. And that really surprised me. The fact that I have 200 subscribers and the fact that my videos do okay, relatively speaking, within my limitations, I'm happy enough with that. And the thing is, I'm not sure I really deserve all these subscribers. I do have to admit that in the last year or so, I've really slacked off when it comes to YouTube. I don't really know why. I started off by saying I'd upload every 2 days or every day, and I did for a while, and then I just sort of lost interest. As I focused more on TikTok content, I found it harder to go back into focusing on YouTube content for a while because, well, obviously the pandemic disrupted everything. Gaming news, movie news, all that. So there wasn't much to talk about. So I tried my hand at some reaction videos and things like that, and they didn't go over too well, but it was something. But now that things are somewhat back to normal, my schedule is still all over the place. And I have to admit, the quality of the videos themselves, there's less editing going in. There's less, I guess, planning ahead of time. I make these videos sort of on a whim and just make stuff up as I go. And I think that was obvious with my last video. I was very hesitant to upload that Mario Galaxy video. But when I was reviewing the footage and editing it, it actually sounded a lot better than what it felt like when I was recording it. So that's why I kept that. Well, there's been certain topics that I've wanted to discuss and that I haven't I just didn't have the motivation to. You'll notice I haven't talked at all about Transformers Rise of the Beasts since that last video I did last year. I have no reason. I just lack of motivation and feeling like I can't add much that other YouTubers won't have already said. It's this weird mindset going on. And it's like that for other content as well. It's lack of motivation because sometimes I'll do a video, but I'll either be late with it, and so every other YouTuber will have already done a better video on it, or I do it on time and it still doesn't get enough attention. That's always my plight. You'll hear me say this in every single one of these types of videos I've ever done on this channel or on Nova Scorvis. I'm always saying that it's the views bother me or whatever, that it's the attention. And I'd have to admit, look, I'm someone who's an attention seeker. I love it when I see if a video does really well. That's what sort of motivates me, even though I know I should be more focused on the attention I get and trying to cultivate that. I know that, but that's just the way I am. It's literally lack of motivation, really, for a number of reasons, but I have still kept at videos, even if it takes me one video every week or two to upload. I still kept at it because YouTube is never something I can completely let down. I always have to do YouTube. I've made so many videos in the past on Nova Scorvis and on other channels I've tried, and even on this, I think at one point, where I've said that, I want to stop YouTube, or I don't think I can keep going, and I always do, and it's a weird thing with me. That's because something always draws me back. It's a weird paradoxical situation where I want to keep making content, but the motivation isn't there because I'm very limited in what I could do. It was only last year I started up editing videos for the first time. And so the fact that within the last year the channel grew exponentially is amazing. I keep doing that. I want to keep making videos and stuff, but I am just putting them out at a random pace, and there's no reason for that. I guess I should accept that's okay. I'm not really obligated to do a video every day, especially if I don't feel I can. But at the same time, I don't want to disappoint anyone, even though, I'm already, as far as content creators in YouTube go, I'm obviously quite a ways down that list for the fact that there's very minimal editing and the fact that I can't really string my thoughts together coherently. And when I do, my discussions aren't that interesting. Maybe it's my voice, maybe I'm boring to listen to, or I look too young or something. I know that's probably a thing, even though I'm 20, but I'm sure there's some people who think I'm 12 or some shit. So I guess that's a thing as well, but I'm going to keep making content at my own pace. When I started off this channel, I was rewatching my introduction video a few days ago, and I mentioned it then, and it only came up to me recently that when I started this channel, I wanted originally to bring on more people, to have guests. Novus Talks was kind of intended to be almost like a podcast type of thing. You would have the discussion videos from me, but I wanted to bring on guests and discuss with them various topics. The problem was that none of my immediate friend group or anyone I know is interested enough in the same topics as me, or knows enough to provide an ample discussion, or would be willing to. And in terms of doing it with people online, it's really limitations of what I have technologically speaking. So that's something I never really got to do, and I think that's a big part of why I lost motivation. That was a goal for my channel from the beginning here, was to do content that I could engage with others and have that kind of group discussion thing going on. Because back on my old channel, when I made videos with a friend of mine for like a year, those were some of the best videos I ever did. Not quality-wise, but for me personally, they were the most entertaining, they were the most fun and motivated I felt with YouTube ever. And that's sort of what I wanted to do with this channel on the whole. Whether or not I ever will get the chance to do it on this channel remains to be seen, but it is something that definitely I want to do. I want to have guests on here at some point. I want to just talk about stuff, and yeah. Point of this video, thank you for 200 subscribers. It means a lot. I'm not the best content creator. There's far more deserving content creators, but the fact that I still managed to get to this number means quite a bit to me, and we'll see how far we go. I'm not planning to leave YouTube anytime soon, so let's take this as far as we can go. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again. Novus Corvius out.